LEGO 2K Drive is a LEGO-based racing game developed by Visual Concept and published by 2K. It is released on May 19, 2023 for Windows PC, Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S, and Xbox Series X. Hey players, welcome back for another video. Today I'll be giving you all the information you need to know before purchasing LEGO 2K Drive. So without further ado, let's start our engines and get right into the race. Welcome to Bricklandia, home of a massive open-world LEGO driving adventure. Race anywhere, play with anyone, and build your dream rides and defeat a cast of wacky racing rivals for the coveted Sky Trophy. In LEGO 2K Drive, your awesome transforming vehicles give you the freedom to speed seamlessly across riveting racetracks, off-road terrain, and open waters. Get behind the wheel and gear up for tons of open-world exploration and thrilling races. Take on the exciting story mode, jump into a single race or Cup Series tournaments, and let loose in off-the-wall minigames. Master the art of drifting, boosting, and using power-ups to claim victory. Welcome to Bricklandia. The wide, brick-filled world of Bricklandia is yours to explore as you see fit, whether that's speeding on paved streets, venturing off-road, or cruising on the open waters. Within Bricklandia, you'll find distinct regions with their own unique biomes, colorful characters, and charismatic rivals who are always up for a race. Here are the regions that drivers will encounter on their journey. First up, Turbo Acres. This is where your journey to earning the Sky Trophy begins, with veteran racer Clutch Racington taking you under his wing to learn the ins and outs of driving. Get accustomed to your vehicle's handling and try out its multiple forms around Turbo Acres, all while taking in the lush scenery surrounding the gigantic trophy-shaped tower that Clutch calls home. With Clutch as your mentor and his plucky robot sidekick Stud, or STUD, helping him guide you on your journey, you'll be well on your way to becoming Bricklandia's greatest driver. Next up, Big Butte County. Your adventure will really start to heat up when you're speeding through the desert canyons of Big Butte County, where you'll never be short on gas. Push pedal to the plastic on the open road of Big Butte Speedway, marvel at the prehistoric brick sculptures of Big Dino Park, mingle with the residents of the bustling Big Butte town, and cruise past giant mazes under the open sky. But keep a lookout for any extraterrestrial visitors enjoying the sights, and don't worry about any cactuses that you crash into during your drives, because they'll grow back. Next up, Prospecto Valley. There's gold in those hills. Huge chunks of precious metal are just one of the many treasures you'll find in Prospecto Valley. A serene sprawl of natural beauty with lakes, beaches, and rolling hills aplenty. If you're looking to cool off, make a splash across Valley's marine waterways, sailing past local boaters at blazing speeds. When you're not taking in the majestic sights or making pals with the friendly folks of the local mining town, why not strike up a conversation with a horse? You'd be amazed at all the things they have to say. And lastly, Hauntsboro. Say goodbye to sunny skies when you hit the road in Hauntsboro, because it's always the dead of night in this spooky looking region. With so many skeletons, zombies, and monsters roaming around, you'd think it was Halloween all the time, but there's nothing to fear as Hauntsboro is quite welcoming. Be sure to swing by the local tourist attractions, including decrepit castles, huge pumpkin carvings, eternally boiling witch brews, and villages nestled among giant luminescent fungi. Just watch out for any car-sized spiders that wander into the road so that they can't sink their fangs into your sweet ride. Now we'll be talking about the game mode, starting off with the story. LEGO 2K Drive Story Mode, which you can play solo or in split-screen co-op, follows your journey from a rookie racer to a famous champion as you compete against a series of charismatic rivals with hopes of one day winning the coveted Sky Cup trophy. These rivals and their one-of-a-kind rides come in all shapes and sizes, and they're always ready for a race to see who's the fastest. With each victory, you'll work your way up the ranks to take on the infamous Shadow Z, a road villain who doesn't want to share the streets with anyone. Fortunately, you've got a lot of friends rooting for you, like famed speedster Clutch Racington and his helpful robot assistant Stud, who will point out new quests to complete and races to challenge. Everything you do brings you closer to competing in the Sky Cup series. Next up, the Cup Series. Get the Grand Prix experience in Cup Series mode, featuring multiple tracks you'll race through back to back. You'll score points after each race based on your finishing place. Once all the races are complete, those with the highest points total get the top spots on the podium. There's a Grand Bricks Cup Series for every biome in Bricklandia, with the glorious Sky Trophy awaiting those drivers who think they're ready for the ultimate challenge. Next up, the Race Mode. Looking to get straight into the action as fast as possible? Check out the race mode where you can choose any course and license class level, which determines your overall speed and available abilities to start driving right away. There are two varieties of race, circuit, which is the more traditional, lap-based race, and point-to-point featuring a one-way trip through multiple checkpoints using whatever route you think is best. And lastly, the Minigames game mode. Do something a little different with the minigames of LEGO 2K Drive. Minigames have unique objectives that aren't based on crossing a finish line, and speed isn't the only thing required to succeed. In the Fen minigames, you need to smash waves of marching robots before they can destroy 3 generators using your vehicle and power-ups to overcome the horde of out-of-control robots. Rescue minigames get hectic as you battle groups of roaming baddies and pick up helpless townspeople, driving them to safety before you're overrun. Next up is the multiplayer. Enjoy driving with other players both locally and online with LEGO 2K Drive's multiplayer. Here's all the need to know information on LEGO 2K Drive's multiplayer options, starting off with Local Play. On all platforms, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series S and X, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC via Steam and Epic Games Store, you can enjoy some in-person driving action with 2-player split screen. Zoom around in the story, cup series, and race modes in local multiplayer using 2 controllers for the split screen action. On Nintendo Switch, 2 players can also link up for local play using 2 Nintendo Switch systems on the same wireless connection. Group up with your driving buddies in the Play with Friends online multiplayer mode. Party up with crossplay available on all platforms but Nintendo Switch. The biggest mode in Play with Friends is Shared World, where up to 6 players can join up online and race around the vast expanse of Bricklandia simultaneously. Whether that's traveling in a pack, engaging in world challenges, or splitting up to go in different directions, Play with Friends also lets your party see who's the fastest driver in Cup Series and race modes. Unlike story mode, you can't unlock new areas in Shared World Play, but all the areas you already have access to in the story mode will be available here. See how you stack up against racers from around the globe in the Play with Everyone online multiplayer mode. Just like Play with Friends, Play with Everyone supports crossplay between all platforms but Nintendo Switch, and you can invite up to 2 other players to join your Play with Everyone party if you want to bring some friends along in the competition. In Play with Everyone, you'll be matchmade with other racers of your skill level to compete in Cup Series or race events. And to ensure a safe, welcoming environment for all, you won't have any communication with other players in Play with Everyone. Skilled driving and cool vehicle choices are the only ways to express yourself. Next up is the PowerUps. During races, PowerUps can give you an edge over the competition. LEGO 2K Drive's PowerUps liven up the action on every track, and using them wisely could be the make or break moment that launches you into first place. And we'll get more info on PowerUps soon. Now I will be talking about the driving technique, starting off with boosting. Once you've come to grips with the basics of steering, hitting gas and go, using the brakes to slow down or go in reverse, learning the art of the boosting strategy is the surest way to improve your driving skills. By holding down the boost button, giant turbines will pop out of your ride and launch you forward for a big burst of speed. Perfect for pulling ahead on straightaways or recovering from a sketchy turn. You'll regain your boost over time, but you can quickly generate more boost by crashing into destructible objects and pulling off impressive drifts. At higher license class levels, you'll have an increased boost meter to work with, so go wild. Next up, the jump technique. Vehicles in Bricklandia all come equipped with a handy set of boosters that let you jump for some airtime. Whether you're on the ground, cruising on water, or already soaring midway through the air, you can jump with a single button pressed to fling your vehicle skyward. Once you're comfortable with the fantastic ability to jump at will, you'll be ready to access time-saving shortcuts, explore more of the expansive landscapes, and escape danger while there are missiles heading your way or rival racers are about to crash into you. Next up, the quick turn. Heading for a tight corner or need to spin your vehicle around in a hurry? It's the perfect time to hold down the quick turn button for supremely sharp cornering. You can even activate a quick turn while drifting for even finer control over your angles. Quick turns aren't just useful for racing either, they come in handy during some of Bricklandia's many side quests. Next up, Brick Bash. The advanced Brick Bash technique is something you'll only encounter later on in the story mode or at a higher license class races. When you've got a lot of boost meters saved up, you can enter the Brick Bash stage after maintaining a continuous boost, letting you reach even higher speeds as you push any opposing racers aside. Next up, drifting. Drifting and boosting go hand in hand as the cornerstones of top tier driving. To initiate a drift, simply hold down the gas and the brake at the same time while steering. You'll know you're drifting when your vehicle leaves a bright pink trail in its wake. Note that you can continue boosting even when you're in a drift. As you drift, you build up a smaller pink meter just above the big blue boost meter at the top of the screen. When your drift ends, all the drift energy you built up will be converted into boost. Alternating between drifting and boosting is the key to getting the fastest times, and you'll only get better at these essential maneuvers with practice. And lastly, Quick Bash. Reaching the highest license class unlocks the Quick Bash ability. Put your boost meter to the max to earn a Quick Bash token, then double tap the boost button at any time to spend that token and engage Quick Bash mode. Quick Bash will deplete your boost meter and send you rocketing forward at incredible speeds. During Quick Bash, you will plow through vehicles in your path like a giant wrecking ball and be immune to all hazards. Now we'll be talking about the garage. The garage is where you'll build and modify vehicles in LEGO 2K Drive. Sunny Monkey, Bricklandia's most helpful sibling mechanic, is here to assist you anytime, and you can spend as long as you like tinkering with your creations. You can access the garage from the main menu and in story mode. You'll find garages all over Bricklandia's expansive map, which double as fast travel points. You have the power to make the vehicles of your dreams in the garage, customizing every brick from nose to tail. To help you get started, Sunny has a lot of optional tutorials that you can pursue that will help you get up to speed on all the tools you have at your disposal. Once you feel ready to start putting pieces together, hop over to the body shop to start building. Right from the get-go, you'll have hundreds of bricks to build with, sorted by type and category via the easy access brick drawer menu. To ensure that you don't take up the whole road, there's a build limit to how many bricks and added bits you can have on your ride, but rest assured that there's a huge range of freedom to what you can create. All vehicles in LEGO 2K Drive have their own stats, including top speed, acceleration, handling, health, melee power, and weight. The more bricks you have in your vehicle, the heavier it gets, affecting your weight class. Each of the 6 weight classes from super light to massive have advantages and weaknesses, so play around and find out what works best for you and your playstyle. There are tons of customization options for your builds, from individual brick shapes and paint jobs to finer details like the sound of your horn and engine. Swap out wheels, switch up the placement of the driver's seat, add a personal touch to your vehicle with a sticker or a fun piece of flair, and more. Everything you need to build your new favorite vehicle is at your fingertips. Your full suite of owned and created vehicles is on display in the garage's showroom, where you can bask in the glory of your ever-expanding collection. From the showroom, you can modify any of the cars you own by taking them into the body shop for a customization tune-up. But don't worry about making any changes you can't undo. The modify option creates an exact copy of the chosen car for tinkering, so you can add or remove bricks to your heart's collection without permanently altering the original vehicle. You can also duplicate the vehicles in your collection at any time you like, letting you experiment with different takes on the same base model. Selecting the instructions options for a vehicle in your collection will take you to a step-by-step guide for that vehicle, letting you assemble each element piece by piece. You can unwind by building up each layer of the vehicle like a relaxing puzzle, and perhaps get some inspiration for your next creation. And now that you've finished building your new masterpiece, it's time to show Bricklandia what your vehicle can do. Go for a test drive to see how it looks in motion before you take it for a spin, then equip it to your loadout for use in other modes. So players, that's all the information you need to know before buying 2K Drive. All the information inside of this video came from the official website, which will be the first link down in the description. So guys, let me know down below, would you end up purchasing this game? I definitely would, but I might wait for it to go on sale because I wouldn't want to pay full price for, you know, a Lego racing game, you know, you guys know what I mean? But I'm really curious to hear what you guys think down below. So players, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out and have a wonderful day or night.
The claws are coming out. Meow.
I've got horsepower. Giddy up.
Come on, Hotshot. Let's get back out there and show the world what you can really do.